Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon all y'all. Almost 80 years ago, the first digital computer was invented. It was used to solve simple problems, numerical problems, and Boolean logic. Nowadays, we have AI, with the introduction of AI systems, computers are closer than ever to mimicking human thinking. While some AI applications are widespread, with almost 50% of organizations claiming to use some form of AI in their daily operations, many still that we're barely scratching the surface with the potential of AI. So how do we prepare for the future? How can we identify the skill set that is needed? What is the role of the government and policymakers to facilitate this? And how can the private sector play a role in this? These are all the questions that I'll try to briefly answer in this keynote. The Saudi Federation for Programming Cybersecurity and Drones, alongside with DJI, a famous drones company, they created the DJI Academy. 10 years back, no one would have thought to create such an academy. I wonder if any of you have thought that this day, or 10 years back, that we will have a job called a drone pilot. I didn't. The world we live in is transforming and is being shaped by AI technologies. Today's workforce need to continually learn new skills to adapt to technological disruptions and the emergence of new occupations. Bloomberg projections shows us that the market size for AI will grow at the rate of almost 30% from the years 2022 to 2028. It is safe to assume that technologies such as AI, automation, and robotics yield the highest potential in the future. However, we're less clear on the skill set required by the workforce. People will have to interact with more intelligent machines. That's why it is essential to devise plans to prepare individuals from a capacity perspective to navigate tomorrow's future. We are proud to announce that here in Saudi Arabia, to future-proof our future workforce, we have created over 3,700 professional development programs serving more than 420,000 professionals. We have updated our regulatory framework. We have created incentive programs, and we have updated our curriculum in the education sector. It goes without saying that digital disruption creates a demand for new qualifications and professions. But how to identify such skills needed for the future? The identification of those skills will require an assessment of the jobs that will be lost and the jobs that will be created. A McKinsey study shows that since automation, AI, and robotics are key drivers for the transformation the world is going through and becoming increasingly common in the workplace, the demand for technological, social, emotional, and high cognitive skills are going to increase, while the need for manual labor and basic cognitive skills will decline. The purpose of this future skill set is to adapt to new ways of working, to operate in a digital environment, and to add value beyond what is generated by automation and artificial intelligence. As you can see on the screen, 56% of teachers in the OECD countries have received training in the use of teaching in ICT. In 10 years, 40% of the jobs that will be created, they will be created in a digitally intensive fields. But as you can see, only 6 out of 10 workers in the OECD countries lack the basic computer skills. There is clearly a gap, and this gap must be filled. However, due to the rapid evolution that the world is going through, it is almost impossible to predict and prepare for the jobs that will be exist in the future. To set the stage for the workforce revolution, policymakers need to adapt their regulatory framework to promote capacity development for citizens and youth. A UNICEF report on policy guidance on AI for children highlights the need for policymakers to update their AI educational models policies. We have seen that AI systems have already proved to be promising in terms of improving educational opportunities, starting from early learning to virtual monitoring to school management. Additionally, AI-enabled learning models have shown to prepare the youth to excel in crucial competencies such as collaboration, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. Today's youth are the first generation where their health and education are impacted by emerging AI technologies. At the same time, they are the first generation to have AI-related risks. Policymakers must set the agenda to address these risks. Therefore, we need to ensure that policymakers collaborate with the private sector to bring mutual benefits and to eliminate future risks. We need to reform and even disrupt existing educational models by preparing the youth for present and future developments in AI. As a result, the government should adapt to become digitally fit. They must invest more in training for employees of all ages and in the innovative skills required to understand the implication of emerging AI technologies. Hence, policymakers need to think and act more like innovative tech entrepreneurs. These updated policies and regulations will pave the way by setting the agenda and will promote collaboration between private and public institutions and universities. As the nature of work shifts, collaboration between higher education providers and industry is essential to ensure students have the skills and capabilities to successfully enter the workforce and excel in their jobs. The role of the government here is to create an environment that facilitates collaboration between universities, private and public institutions. This collaboration will be the foundation of an enabling environment for bottom-up capacity building. While bottom-up capacity building movement is driven by individuals, we need to spark the wave of innovation and make sure that citizens are given the right tools to thrive and the ecosystem promote innovation. This can be done by building awareness around the benefits that AI can bring to society by sharing practical examples of AI-supported innovations such as smart cities. Nurturing a problem-solving mindset among students, employees, and citizens can also encourage people to learn new skills and capabilities. According to the guidebook published by the World Bank, we can support development of this mindset by creating a dedicated community-wide websites for reporting problems where citizens can brainstorm the solutions together. Moreover, Living Labs also encourage users and creators to co-create in an environment that has a trusted and open environment. And this will result in societal innovation and upskill. Let me summarize. We have seen that developing human capacity is impacted by multiple players in the ecosystem. The government needs to update its regulatory framework and policies to create an environment which nurtures a culture of innovation and self-development. Private companies should work closely with universities and public institutions to define and address the current and future requirements of the labor market. Finally, citizens will drive the capacity development program and the capacity development movement through self-development initiatives such as innovation and entrepreneurship. I don't know 10 years from now what kind of jobs that we will have, but I hope that we'll do whatever it takes to prepare our youth for that future. Thank you very much.